Number one.
My name's Josh Kelly and I came 8th at Brighton Regional with Snake Eye Runick. So I just wanted to try out the deck today. I haven't played it much before. Yeah, it wasn't a very big regional and my record wasn't amazing. But I still came top 8 and I did like the deck. I think it does, like, it definitely could be better. I feel like my choices of non-engine weren't great. And I was getting a bit unfortunate with my draws like mid-turn when I have like 20 Runick spells in deck, 25 cards in deck, and I was never drawing a Runick spell. But yeah, so for my Snake Eye engine, I played 2 Ash, 3 Ash, 2 Poplar, Oak, and Jet, which I think are all mandatory. Jet is especially important in this list. It's really nice making Baron with the Sleipnir because it's a 9.
That's crazy.
And helps clear through hand traps insanely. Like,
you think it's too close?
And then yeah, so you have to go for the Jet Synchron stuff. But I was also playing Birch. My reason for Birch in like a Runick deck.
People don't know what Birch does. Go on, explain it.
Birch summons itself if you control the fire. So essentially it lets you go for Heat Soul lines.
Yeah.
So I'm playing Heat Soul in this deck, unlike the deck Pack played like a week ago. And my reasoning is like you want normal Snake Eye Ash to be able to get you into your Snake Eye engine and back into your Runick engine by drawing cards. Because that's like what the strong Runick variants do. They let you draw enough cards so you get back into like your Runick rotation. And this allows you to go for Heat Soul lines better. And also in the pure Snake Eye deck, Birch comes up when you normal Ash, it resolves, and later on in your turn you resolve Bonfire, which is like you have to open one of the 3 Ash plus one of the 3 Bonfire. But in Runick you draw a ton of cards, so it comes up a lot more where you've resolved Poplar and you have another Bonfire. And then I played 1 Witch with the 3 Wanteds, because this doesn't really give you a good combo unless you play a Snake Eye field spell. Which I felt was just like, I didn't want to play as many Snake Eye cards in this deck. Wanted is obviously insane because it lets you draw 1, and this is still a good starter and extender. But I don't think I would play more Witches. I was never really happy to draw Witch. And also, like, you're pitching a card for Hugin, then you're sending another card for Witch. Yeah, you can send your Hugin or your Fountain that you use, but I don't think that's a good reason. The single Flamberge, because I'm not playing a Snake Eye field spell, so you don't need a second copy of this. Like, you can recycle it. I'm playing Sunlight Wolf as well. You can recycle it with the Sunlight Wolf to get it back into rotation, or with Princess. So I was totally fine with 1. Every time I drew it, I was upset, so I don't think I would play in the second one. And then obviously 3 Bonfire and 1 OSS. I was playing Subversion at one point, but I don't think it's amazing in the main, just because it's not a great going first. You'd rather draw other cards going second. This is like a searchable card. I didn't lose the game because I didn't have Subversion in there. Then for the Runics, obviously 2 Fountain, Destruction, Flashing Fire, Freezing Curses, and Tip. All the best runs. Then 3 Slumber. I saw Pack played 2 Slumber and Dispelling, which I don't really understand because Slumber is the best one. You can target your own guys and draw on your own turn. But I would be down to play another Runick spells Dispelling because I did feel like I wanted more Runick spells in the deck. But I had space for 6 non-engine. I was on 1 talent, which I really like in Runick because if you get hand trapped and then you get to keep playing, you like draw a ton of cards. Like if you watch clips where like someone activates Wanted, their opponent hand traps and they activate cross out, then later on they Wanted drawn to talents. It's like the game is just over, and that's what it feels like a lot in Runick because you draw so many cards. I played 3 Droplet. Yeah, this card's really nice. I wanted, because with 6 non-engine, you want like powerful cards going second, but also have utility going first. If you're playing as many as 6, I think with 3 it's alright just to play 3 that are insane going second. Yeah, Droplet was nice. It was a nice breaker. Yeah. Great against Voiceless. And then my last 2 non-engine, I just wanted like
Shifter.
Oh well, unlucky then. Okay, shifted SP plus. Yeah, I played Mind Control and Change of Heart as well. Yeah, these were good when I drew them, and I think like the logic is good because these are like some of the breakers that turn 1 will just win you the game. I didn't really like Evenly as much because like the matchup for played here, I played Vanadium, Voiceless, and like pure Snake. I think that sets up the negates, and this just felt better to me, especially because you could draw it later on in the combo, and it's like at least a link material, right? And then for the extra deck, I played, so for the fusions, I played one each of Hugin, Gary, and Sleipnir. So I watched Pack's profile, and I thought it was crazy because I only played one Hugin. But there's not really space, the second one doesn't really come up. If you normal Snake Eye Ash, and they don't hand trap it, your Hugin is always resolving. So it's not really a problem. And if you summon Hugin first, and your Snake Eye Ash is always resolving if they hand trap the Hugin. So if one of them resolves, you win, right? Yeah, Sleipnir's nice to make Baron, and this adds back Fountain. And then for the synchros, I played Formula, draws one, which was really nice. So in your standard combo, you can draw one card to help you get back into Runick cards. And then Baron, I didn't play Savage, because Savage requires you to open like a 2-card, like the 2-card combos, and it's really nice when you do. But you also then have to be playing the Snake Eye Field spell. And like it does come up like Baron, not Baron, Savage, but you not like unless you're opening 5 Snake Eye cards, Savage isn't really winning you the game, so I don't think it's worth his space. Link Revo, SPIP, 2 Charmers. I considered cutting Dark, and to be honest, it wasn't great for me today. Like, you could take Witch with it, but a lot of the time it's because you're only playing one card to get off Witch, or to get off Poplar, you always have access to that card, so Witch doesn't really do much. So I would consider cutting the Dark for the Typhon or possibly the Savage. Then I played, what was actually really good for me, I played Sunlight Wolf Heat Soul. So this is with the one Snake Eye Ash plus another Runick spell. If you get Fountain and you have no other access to a Runick spell, you can go for Formula Synchron, then draw 2 more with Heat Soul, and then you have Fountain plus your 3 draws that you draw off the Snake Eye Ash, plus whatever extenders you drew into that let you make like IPs and Appaloozas and stuff. Yeah, Heat Soul was really good. I'm trying that too, so it's kind of nice. And Princess, of course. Princess is really nice. Yeah. You make this almost every time and then just pop it with your Baron. And it was also nice that you could, after making Princess, you could make Sunlight Wolf. And then access code Appalooza. I wanted to cut both of these, and in testing they were just really good.
You're safe.
Yeah, you struggle with removals, so access code's really nice. And Appalooza is just another Emperor piece, right? I was ending on Appalooza Baron today, which does lose to Super Bully, but I feel like Super Bully isn't great in the main deck because people play around it so much that you can kind of justify playing into it turn 1 or game 1. Yeah. And then for the side, I play 1 Munin and 3 Dogwood because I was like in testing, in my 3 matches of testing, and time actually did come up, and like it does feel quite scary. It didn't actually come up today though. But it is definitely a thing where like your Snake Eye opponent can just hold you hostage in the game and you have no way to win, so you have to side these in. I played 3 Grave of the Super Ancient Organism because I was thinking about my side and I was going to put Bystials in for Voiceless and for Branded, and then I was just thinking about it, I was like, yeah, I should probably put Bystials in, and then I realised this card just FDKs them and I don't have to think about it, you know? Like those are matchups where like you have to think a lot about it, and with stuff like Magnum and Guardian Chimera, the Branded deck can like pretty well out your Fountain now, whereas that was something they couldn't really do before. If you baited out the Branded in red, you just couldn't out Fountain, and you just get to usually re-expelled for free. But this card was nice for me. It won me my match against Branded. I went second and just set 5 fast, and one of them was this, and I won. But you don't really have to pay this. It should probably be summon limit. And then I paid 2 talents to make it. So I take out the Change of Heart and the Mind Control going first to put these in. Talents is broken. It's the same logic as before, but before you pay your turn, because people have multiple hand traps, you look at their hand, take out the hand traps. Duster. So I wanted back removal because I was scared of stun. Even though you don't really have to be scared of stun as Branded. So I put these 4 in. And this is also really nice into the Fire King build of Snake Eye with one new regional. But yeah, these cards are nice. I actually never put Duster in, but Evenly was quite nice. When you're already skipping your battle phase, it doesn't feel bad to waste your battle phase with Evenly. But I don't think it's a main deckable card because stuff like Voiceless, I played against Vanadium. And then 2 cards that were in my main deck were Subversion and Kurikara, which I think I would actually consider putting in my main again over the Mind Control. This is just nice going first as another target to search, so you can picture for Hugo. If you go open Witch and Poplar. And it did come up for me quite a bit today to search this, but not that it would have won me the games, apart from one game post side. And then Kurikara is really nice in this deck because once you search OSS with the Poplar, you can pitch it for Hugin, and then later on in your turn you can search Kurikara. Yeah, I think there's a few things I would change about the list. Like, I think I would have made that Dark Ruler, so I might take out, like, I don't know, the Change of Heart and the Mind Control. They're good in theory, but I think there's other cards I'd rather play, like Dark Ruler. Yeah, but the deck was really fun. I don't think it's better than Pure Seikai in this build, but I do think it has potential, especially because the Seikai cards have potential to draw you a lot of cards in the combo, as well as do the versatility of like IP and Baron interruptions. So yeah, I really did like the deck. I do think it has potential. I don't think this deck list is perfect. I'm happy that I topped. Shout out the collective. Shout out Europa, best locals in London. Shout out to AJ. Shout out Darwin. Shout out Grave of the Super Ancient Organism. Fuck up,
Ooh, crazy.
Yeah. Peace out.